time. And
Oh.
Jericho's like, you think that's funny? You really think that's funny? And I think breaking kayfabe, Bubba Ray was like, yeah, I think I do. And
It's
Oh,
those
well, it's World
moments with
Wrestling Entertainment.
it's those moments, those kind of moments. Breaking kayfabe is better than some of the shoot crap that
PG
old
crap.
Russo used to do.
Yeah. And the
well,
PG crap that World Wrestling
Fire
Entertainment is trying to
Russo.
push today.
Hey, what?
oh, he's
Oh, we're talking
complaining
about
because
World Wrestling Entertainment.
But you know what? To be fair, you can't really blame the whole thing on Russo.
yeah, you can. No, you can't. You cannot.
No, it's when I re-listened to the part where Zbyszko basically killed or the WCW basically killed itself, and I heard the circumstances around that was that Bischoff told dear God, Zbyszko to basically ruin the end.
Wow, Eric Bischoff's more big of a douche than I thought he was.
No, he's a moron.
Yep.
What it did was it killed the WCW. It's pretty much it. That was the day.
Oh, World Championship Wrestling. He will always be remembered.
I thought the day that well, okay, I thought that WCW kind of died, and this is from my experience reading the Death of WCW book. Um, wasn't it when the finish to the Hogan Sting match was changed? Because
I
do
thought
not
it started at the
because
finger
Hogan didn't
poke
want
of
a job
doom.
I thought it started with that. Yeah, the finger poke of doom.
because Hogan didn't want a job to Sting, so he
He
let
already jobbed to Sting though.
not in the way it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a hard-won victory, but Hogan pinned Sting. It was supposed to be a fast count, and it turned out that Nick Patrick counted normally.
Yeah, he did count normally. That was the problem
Yeah, there you go. That
in Starrcade '97. Yeah, I always remembered that. I was like, wait a minute.
And
You
Hogan
just
pointed this
reset
out,
him.
which made me wonder if Hogan and Patrick had a meeting before the match.
I honestly don't think that. I think you're thinking too far with that in terms of, shall we say, screw job proportions.
Sting deserves better than what he's got right
Well,
now.
I think the thing. Well, here's the thing. I think the
Because
biggest.
he was one of my favorites, my all-time favorites in the WCW. I used to root for Sting. I'm like, yeah, Sting,
I was in,
because he had an awesome gimmick. When they redid him for the NWO versus WCW type stuff, um, and I thought it was awesome. Like when he would come out, or when the whole NWO would just get wiped out by quote unquote Sting. I thought that was awesome. Like all the lights would go out and then bam, 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 and then they're all down. I
Yeah.
thought that was the coolest shit ever, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I still remember the bleach blonde hair and the rat's tail,
He's a
Yeah.
man called Sting.
and but I mean, Sting. Well, he had the presence because you got to remember the guy
Remember,
used to be a part of a tag team with a guy that would eventually you would know as the Ultimate Warrior.
Yep.
Sting did?
Yeah,
Sting and the
they were
Warrior.
part of the Blade Runners. It was Blade Runner Rock and Blade Runner Sting, and he was Blade Runner Sting. Rock was Warrior because they were both bodybuilders, but Sting just figured out the wrestling thing more.
And the Warrior did.
And the Warrior didn't. Yeah.
And the Warrior turned out to be a total psycho.
Well, later on, yeah. Sting's problem, although it's kind of, I still remember watching the Botchamania where they did, it was Sting versus Ric Flair, and it was Joker Sting at the time.
Mm.
So it was Joker versus Ra's al Ghul.
Mm.
But I think Sting's biggest problem right now, although I can understand why, is he doesn't want to go anywhere else because he's afraid that he's going to be drowned by basically WWE.
Yeah.
And
He's gonna be stuffed back somewhere else, and
Yeah,
and
he's going to go back to the mid card if he goes to World Wrestling Entertainment.
He would suffer the same fate as DDP.
Yep.
well, the problem is DDP wasn't all that good to begin with.
No, he wasn't, but he was a world champion.
So was David Arquette. I'm sorry. David Arquette was World Heavyweight Champion of WCW. Your point is invalid.
Wait, you mean the David Arquette, like...
Yes, the
Yes.
coked out actor. That's not what I was trying to get at.
I know.
I liked him in
Granted,
Street Fight.
DDP did start out as a manager, or some would call it a valet, but he
Yeah, he
did
was a manager.
eventually work his ass off. Even though
Yes, he did.
Even though he did have the perk of being Eric Bischoff's neighbor.
Yeah.
oh dear.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But, at the same time, it's just like, you know what? I mean, the way the character worked out eventually for him, I think worked out better because he ended up going into that business anyway with the yoga and all that.
Oh, yeah,
David
DDP yoga.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
DDP?
Yeah,
Yep. He went into the yoga
Good
business.
thing.
he went into the yoga business, yeah, and it's worked for him.
Yoga for regular guys. I was about to say regular douchebags.
I was about to say, he's not that bad.
And back in the day, I was probably along with the haters. I was saying along with them. Kimberly's the only thing keeping you interesting. Shut up.
Oh, probably. But, it didn't matter, I mean, I think the way they handled DDP in WWE was wrong. But,
Oh God, making it. Why would they make him job to Sarah of all people? That's what ruined him. That's what ruined him forever.
Oh, God. World Wrestling
Sarah
Entertainment?
Undertaker.
Why?
Sarah Calloway, the Undertaker's wife at the time.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, he had a tattoo on his neck.
yes.
Yeah.
She lasered
Yes,
off.
he did.
He
Nah.
eventually lasered off
Now
once he
it's-
started dating Michelle McCool,
Yes.
who was no longer loving life; she was loving death.
Yes.
Huh.
And also, unfortunately, we suffered for it because she couldn't wrestle.
No, but she could pump out a unit, evidently.
He has another kid?
Yeah, he's got a baby girl.
Oh, gee.
They had a baby girl with Michelle McCool.
It's a girl. JLS says son. Oh, daughter. Never mind.
But
And
yeah,
I forget, one of the girls tweeted, "Oh my God, Michelle McCool!" Ah! I don't know what word I'm trying to use here. I'm
considering she did the Styles Clash way worse than Styles did.
Mm-mm.
Sadly, I wouldn't know that because I stopped watching TV.
Lion Styles.
Burned by Pyro 1 or 2 years ago. Oh, probably.
Yeah, that was on an episode of Botchamania. I remember that.
I gotta catch up on Botchamania. I'm still stuck up on like 110 or 115.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, dude, he's at 210 now.
I know.
212. 210, excuse me.
You know what my problem is? I'm too busy watching Jason.
Mm.
Yeah,
Just-
now
Well, during
the
the lulls.
Undertaker has a mohawk. Or,
Yeah, he copied a friend of mine.
I
yeah.
like the stream so much I dropped $130 on them.
jeez.
Is it dedication or just simply insanity? You be the judge. I don't know anymore.
Why are you shooting all those eggs, by the way? You're
I
shooting
don't
way too
know.
many.
I don't know anymore.
OCD.
And why did you go through this again?
This is the Doc Robot stage.
This is the Doc Robot stage. He has to.
Oh. Because I thought he already did this stage like
He
once.
probably did.
What?
He probably did, but not this exact stage.
Oh.
This
The
is
Gemma, they changed the stage layout a little bit, but it's still the same kind of shit.
See, I'm about to face Flashman.
I wish they had made a,
Oh, did I tell you about this one guy that I know that me and Who Girl know? He's
Do I
trying
know
to
this
do.
person?
I think you
Oh.
do. Casey.
Casey? Yeah.
Yeah,
Ultimate
I'm gonna.
Toy.
Yeah, Ultima Mantoid is doing. I'm doing this more for Will than Reese because he's already heard this. Well, what he's trying to do is to do something called Mantis style. That's no hit, no miss, Buster only runs.
Yeah, I don't think.
I was trying to figure out what the hell
Buster
he's talking about.
as in the normal shot.
So Mega Man, no, not getting hit at all.
Mm-hmm.
Must hit every enemy he fires at.
No ricochets.
And no special weapons.
None.
that's...
Only Mega Buster.
Only Mega Buster is doable. It's not the Mega Buster thing that gets me. It's the
No hit.
No miss.
no, it's the no miss.
Right.
Because I'm firing volleys all over the place.
Well, the problem is that he's running into right now is Quickman, the cheapest boss in Mega Man history.
Oh, I'm sure it's doable.
Oh, well, it is, but you gotta get fucking lucky.
Oh, I
I don't know
pity
why, but
him.
suddenly
He's so mad.
I suddenly thought of an idea for the Mafia. Something for
Mhm.
Jason to do. I'm going to email it to him in a short bit. We need a Mafia equivalent to Kitten War.
The what?
No.
There was a site called Kitten War where you vote on who's the cutest kitten.
Oh,
Out
God.
of two different kittens.
Would Jason really go for that?
I
Oh,
don't know, but it never hurts to ask. 'Cause you never
I doubt it.
know. You never know. And I figure I put my cat up against
I don't know.
Rice
He
Fire
might
and
be
who's
too
the
much
cutest
of a
kitten?
beatard.
There, I got a cute kitty.
No, I'm talking about the old Chans. He was a moderator for B. But anyway.
Oh,
Where the hell did the conversation go to this from fucking Game Center?
I have no idea.
Now I want to
man,
watch
but
Game Center.
fucking bubbles, man.
As we're talking about Nintendo's, I started talking about Nintendo 64, not being
Oh, they were playing Nintendo 64 in,
WO No Mercy or something.
Oh yeah.
or something like that when we started
And I was
talking
talking
about.
about what I bought with the $200 gift certificate, which I just typed in the chat.
You did actually type. Yeah, I saw that. The N64,
And then,
WrestleMania 2000, a PlayStation Game Shark. Which one though? Because there were four of them.
It was a
4 or 5.
second version.
I got the Game Shark Pro.
Mine might have been the Pro. But it was definitely not the CDX.
Yeah. Was it black and it looked all funky, or was it gray and kind of blocky?
I think it was
But-
red.
It was what?
I think it was sort of a reddish kind of color. Wasn't entirely red. But it just seemed like a red, darkish red color.
but anyway,
That would be Crimson.
we're following our trail. He said WrestleMania 2000 that
And then No
he thought-
Mercy, and then, yeah.
and then there you go.
And we went off and talked about professional wrestling.
I never watched
Nothing
it.
wrong. Nothing wrong with that. Then again, what the hell do I know? I watch
What the bleep?
cage fighting.
MMA.
No, I don't watch mixed martial arts. Mixed martial arts is what you do in a cage fight. What you're
You
watching
do
is
that-
professional cage fights. UFC is not mixed martial arts. UFC is a cage fight utilizing mixed martial arts.
Mhm.
I wish there was a Breaking Bad meth making sim game.
There probably is one somewhere.
And if not, there will be.
Yes.
That'd be.
It's called Missouri.
I was gonna say something like
It's called Missouri.
And if you switch
Yeah.
if you switch it to meth, you would have the West Virginia simulator.
No, we make that. Yeah. It seems that all the hilly areas love to make them meth.
Methamphetamine.
Yeah.
See, I can make
Oh,
fun
that'd
because I
be-
live here.
the Sims expansion pack, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad edition. You've got cancer.
The Sims.
You've got
Smoke
cancer.
up.
Great. Now I want to play Fuck Oregon. Let's go find El Dorado.
And I did that 2 weeks ago.
Did you actually get El Dorado?
I got to El Dorado.
Wait, what are you talking about?
There's a
There
game
is-
called Fuck Oregon. Let's go to El Dorado.
City
Is it,
of
like, is it like a point-and-click adventure game or something?
No,
It's all action.
it's think Oregon Trail
Ugh.
done in the style of Excite Bike.
That sounds like the most educationally awesome thing I've ever heard.
Oh, it's hilarious.
You learn about physics.
That's why I said Excite Bike.
Low physics.
And
And
Yeah.
somebody's cat is meowing
and,
out of
and,
control.
and
That
I think
would-
Joe
that would be
Bob
Jacket's
just got
cat.
typhoid.
That would be
That would be Yellow Jacket guy's cat.
Damn it! I got cursed. Now I'm all purple and I bounce.
and I believe his name is Rascal. Is that correct?
That is Rascal. Yes.
That is
There are two cats that meow. There's Rascal and then there's
Rar.
Rar, which is
Boing, boing, boing.
I thought that was the girl one.
Yeah, that is the girl one.
Mine will meow if I get her to crane her neck backward.
All right. The local doctor cured ailments and stuff. Come on, get up the hill.
Okay, what is Airman weak against?
Oh, hell if I know on Mega Man 3. Yeah, I'm screwed.
Let's try some sneaky snakes. That does not work. Fuck it. Okay.
Sneaky snake.
Okay.
Have you ever tried going backwards in this game, by the way?
Yes.
How'd you like the failsafe for that?
I thought I was the one who
Don't
told
say
you
it.
about that.
Don't say it. Don't.
That's all I'm going to say is how'd you like the failsafe?
I wanna experience this self-faith.
All the blowing raspberries.
Darp, 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 darp.
how many darps can you derp?
Puff, ain't it?
Derp, derp.
I need to ask Kane,
Derp, derp, derp,
Kane
derp.
987 that question. How many derps can you darp in an hour?
All right, I got 150 pounds of food.
I got a good one. How many exhibits would exhibit if exhibit could exhibit exhibits?
That's nice.
That is actually a good one.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Oh shit, I just passed Fort Laramie. All right.
I have a crazy idea for Buffalo Wild Wings.
So real buffalo?
Some burgers are delicious.
They could take a cue from Cabela's. Anyway,
Damn it, John Boy, stop getting dysentery.
Offer free buffalo wings
But I
if
can't help
if
it.
the customer can in fact grammatically pronounce the a buffalo sentence.
Buffalo, buffalo,
Uh,
buffalo,
Oh,
buffalo, 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 buffalo.
Damn it, John Boy died.
Oh,
Aw.
Now if only Billy would die too,
I'm shitting blood.
because I fucking hate that show.
What?
John Boy and Billy. It's a morning show.
they might say it's a Mormon show.
It's a morning show, meaning you're mourning your intelligence.
Hey, oh.
It is a Republican redneck show. They take any. I'm going to try to not get into politics as much as possible, but I gotta say this at least once. They take every jab at Obama they can.
Seriously.
Bomb of the magic. Yeah, I bet that's one of them.
I won't even bother
Rush-
saying the song, but yeah, just look up John Boy and Billy on YouTube. I'm sure there's clips. You'll see what I mean.
Fucking Rush
Are they
Limbaugh.
Are they as bad as Fox News?
No, they're even worse. They're Rush Limbaugh grade derp.
Yeah, what Rush Limbaugh
Oh God.
blamed Obama for Hurricane Isaac.
He blamed the Democratic whatever for whatever.
For Isaac.
I'm good at face task.
There we go.
Yay!
Don't hurt your head, man.
He did that so much.
Zeke died.
Jebediah.
We serve the best buffalo in the world.
Have you guys ever been to call with Duncan Kennedy?
I don't know what that is.
Okay. He's me and Jeremiah's hipster friend.
Oh, joy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the second you said hipster, I was like, no.
I mean, I'm kind of a hipster, but he's like,
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I passed El Dorado. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, I went over the cliff.
but he's like ultra hipster.
That's the second time I've done that.
You flew over El Dorado?
I flew over El Dorado and into the black space. That's the second time I've done that.
Jacket, man, what am I going to do with you? I swear.
SD, are you still here? Mine.
I thought you went to bed a while ago.
SD0.
No, SD0.
Huh.
So
Are you still here?
here has a PS3.
I
agree, Raider Rich. They're terrible too.
Are you gonna get the Ratchet collection?
I don't have money for that right now.
It's pretty damn cheap
Well,
for a
it's $40, right?
30.
Oh, it's 30? Oh, wow, that is cheap.
Yeah, the God of War saga is 40 though, but that's
40,
still,
yeah. But that's still a ways off.
no, it's not. It's already out.
But that's everything, isn't it?
How
Yes.
do you defeat Crashman? By dancing.
It is
dancing.
it is God of War 1, 2, and 3, and also the PSP games too.
Right. So and you get the Dells is under quarantine. Zeke has cholera. Well, thank you. Hi, cat. That's the first time I've ever had anything bad happen from a town. Oh, stop dysenterying.
Well, he actually answered you.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
That cat's mad.
Make sure you don't have your Skype setting your microphone volume, or else.
Oh no! It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I have a condenser mic also, so that doesn't help.
Yeah,
That cat will come through loud and clear.
Yeah, no matter what.
and especially since if you have the Skype
wants to
volume
be heard,
automatically
he'll be
adjusting, it'll pick up the your cat's meow and
Yeah.
try to think, oh, you're too quiet. Let me bump up the volume a bit, and then it'll keep on doing it over and over until it'll be deafening.
Oh yeah, I'll get that.
Oh my
get.
god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Cutscene.
Kind of like when Nathan's
Blah,
playing.
blah, 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 blah. Oh no, right after we received the last
Element.
element.
Wily ran off with Gamma.
Kind of like when Nathan plays his fucking PSP and the fucking microphone picks up.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So we have to hear every single fucking grunt from his Mortal Kombat game.
Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat's on the PSP.
Yeah, there's a it's a port of Deception.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called Mortal Kombat Unchained.
It's not the good one.
Yay! I found Eldorado. I am now fantastically rich.
There's like this crazy ass deal for going on for the Vita version of Mortal Kombat Complete. It was like $10 for like 2 or 3 months, and I'm not sure if it's still going on now, but $10 for fucking the best, well, one of the best fights in recent memory, and with the complete edition too, it's pretty it's pretty cool.
$10 for a Vita game is pretty good.
Yeah, I still want to get one. I might ask for one for my birthday or something. That I want to get. There's really only one game that I really want. The only game that I want for it is Luminous. The
Supernova,
no
or whatever the hell it's called on the PS Vita.
it's like Electronic Symphony or something. Something like that, but it's very. I've gotten into a lot of. It's all electronic music and not like And the second Luminous for the PSP one, they have Black Eyed Peas and shit on it.
Yeah, we kind of know that one.
Yeah,
The first one was really good.
Oh, yeah, first one. After like reading about Electronic Symphony and like EGM or something, I was like, oh, I had because Luminous was like one of my first PSP games, and I was like, I wonder if it still holds up. And then after buying it again for $3, I played that for about like hours and hours on
I was
end.
about to say 10 hours.
Yeah, like at least 5 to 10 hours every day, and I'm like, fuck.
Hey Dom,
Uh,
have you read the original EGM magazines?
oh yeah, like
I know
prior
who
to
Sushi X is.
I don't think they ever really revealed who Sushi X was.
I know who
No,
Sushi
they never
X
did.
is.
Because he's in the new magazine too.
I know who Sushi X is. He's the ninja with the mask.
How appropriate.
They're like trying to say something. A couple of people were saying that it's
Sushi
Chris.
X, for those who are confused, Sushi X is a fictional character in the EGM review crew staff who supposedly reviews a lot of fighting games, but he doesn't exist. He's one of the editors playing a joke.
Well, the reason why Sushi X was there was because it was basically making fun of GamePro. All the GamePro editors went by pseudonyms.
Boba
Like,
Fett.
Yeah, Scary Larry and all that kind of stuff. I still remember Scary Larry. But yeah, they all went by that. And Sushi X was the only one that was pseudonym based.
Well, yeah, all of it
Shadowblade.
wasn't Sushi X. Isn't he basically just like maybe every year one person?
I don't know what they did with that though.
Pretty sure it's like just one person on the review crew who's like just pretending to be. They just fit his personality, and then they just write reviews from like his style. Although I hate GamePro. Well, I hated GamePro. It's canceled now, but
I remember once upon a time I got immortalized in EGM.
really,
Yes, if you might remember this. Do you remember Decapitado? Decapitado was their version of the shock room, only it decapitated its victims.
Mm-hmm.
They had this thing with the Game Boy camera, where you were meant to take the pictures with the Game Boy camera and animate the Decapitado movie of them of some guy flinging the object through a hallway and decapitating a victim. I ran it through a flatbed scanner and made an animated GIF. And that was considered awesome back because it was 1998. Animated GIFs were kind of a new thing back then.
Are you sure it's GIF or GIF?
It's a CompuServe GIF, but it's animated. Look, Maul, it's animated.
I've been immortalized.
Animation.
Well, I know that, but it's GIF, and it's GIF.
I've heard both.
Choosy moms choose GIF, supposedly.
Oh God.
I've been on one of OneUp.com's podcasts twice.
By the way, did anybody ever notice this trick? You can have the Rush Jet on as long as you want, just as long as you're not standing on them.
But yeah, I wrote into... Well, is anyone here from the San Francisco Bay Area?
No. I'm
No.
not from the area. I am near the area, but I'm not from it.
Oh, well, but where do you live?
Murray County.
Where?
Murray County.
Huh. Well, did you ever go to San Francisco and go to the place called the Metreon?
I have a funny story about the Metreon, actually.
The Metreon.
Oh, really?
Yes. But you finish your thing first.
Okay, I actually wrote into their Retronauts podcast about, it's this podcast about old games, and I wrote in about how, like, the Metreon and how it was, like, the place I'd always go for my birthday and shit, and then they read that on the air, and they have a call-in part, and I was the first caller on the same episode that they read my letter.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, they talked about us. They were talking about survival horror games, which is one of my favorite genres.
Punch him in the
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what the Metreon's becoming now?
Mm-mm.
A target.
How appropriate.
How appropriate.
Well, just as a little primer, the Metreon was a building owned by Sony.
Yep.
Like, it had a PlayStation store.
Mm.
It had a
Yep.
like Sony style store, like that sold Sony
Shit.
and stuff. And they also had the Sony Music Store, which was just a huge music setup that had every single every single album published on Sony's label, pretty much. And it was just then in 2008, 7 or 8, Sony's lease ran out on the building, and since they're struggling so much right after the PS3 came out because
They just canned it.
$599.
Yeah.
That was retarded.
And
And
then
people stood in
little
line
by
all
little.
night.
Oh god, the Steel... Neo Old Tokyo. Told him the Steel Samurai. Off of,
Is it okay if I play that part of in the podcast, or
what?
the
The Metreon thing. Let's let...
Reese?
no. Let's let, Yellow tell his story about the Metreon.
So this was back in 2000, I want to say it was, because they were demoing Final Fantasy X.
Uh,
And a friend of mine, who now lives in Japan, a bastard, uh, he was familiar with the San Francisco area and was like, well, I was excited about Final Fantasy X. And he's like, well, how about we, why don't we go and go there? I know the area. We can go and preview this. I'm interested to see what the hell this thing is all about anyway. I'm like, okay. So we go to San Francisco
mm-hmm.
to preview Final Fantasy X, and this line
It's huge.
was huge. It went around the block. We were there. We were standing in line for about 6 hours just so we could play the game for about 10 minutes.
Dear God.
But that wasn't the thing that got me.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that got me, and if I ever go to a convention involving this person, I'm going to tell them this story, is I saw this short little Japanese guy walking around. And I was like, and I sort of looked, and I'm like, he looks really familiar. That can't be right. That can't be him. Not realizing that this particular person, it's his home area.
Mm.
And then he came up to, there are spotters on the line, so that way people don't cut. And he comes up to one of the spotters. And you cannot mistake the voice. Excuse me, what is this, what is this line here for?
Oh God. Really?
Wait, who is this?
Sulu.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm just sitting there going, and he goes, oh, they're here to preview it, and it's sort of an event kind of thing going on. And what is this event that is going on? I'm like, oh my gosh, George Takei is so about. Oh well, this is before he started really going nuts with the oh my stuff.
Yeah.
Long before then, and it just, oh my gosh, he's there.
Why are you trying to hit yourself?
Me?
Well, there's three of them, and well, it's just not working.
How?
Three of them, and only
hard.
one is real.
Oh, George Takei.
But anyway,
that's my story. Is that he and I figured, it might be an interesting idea to say, hey, look who it is, just to see how many people would jump out of line so he could get it. But I'm glad things were as they were. But if I ever run into him, I'm going to tell him that story.
Oh, man. So many good memories from that place.
But, yeah.
I remember...
Did that game for
I have another celebrity type story, but so it was, I think it was summer 2008, right after MGS4 came out.
Okay.
I read online that there was going to be an appearance at the Metron by Hideo Kojima.
Oh, Kojima showed up. Okay.
I waited 2 hours in line, 2 to 3 hours in line, and I didn't even get to see him.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's just...
Although the question that I would ask him would be, so when are your scripts going to start making sense?
I grew up with that game. Like, MGS1 was my first M-rated game, and...
Okay. I was about to say, so you started with Metal Gear.
I started with Metal Gear Solid 1, yes, when I was...
But you didn't start with Metal Gear.
No. I'm only 19, dude. I did not grow up... I didn't have an NES. I had a Super NES, and then I had a...
Did you ever put on the extras in the Metal Gear Solid 3? Where you could
Yes.
Where you could play the original 2?
Yes, I have not completed them yet, though. Someday, probably after I do this Ratchet marathon or Ratchet and Clank shit, I'll probably do a Metal Gear Solid streaming run, like going from the first game to 4.
Well, but in the meantime, don't feel asleep.
I know what you
That's
are
not in
referring
that
to.
one.
I know. I just had to do it.
Um, but yeah, I
Besides,
remember.
you should play that version to
Just to
figure out what the
experience.
hell was going on with it.
Just
Yeah.
to experience what we experienced.
Yes.
Um,
Woo,
but
Beato.
I still remember the progression of me liking Metal Gear. I had a friend who was like the rich kid in my neighborhood. Like he had a PS2 when it first came out.
What area of Bay Area are you in?
Uh, do you know Danville?
Oh yeah, that's right. You said Danville. That's right.
Yeah.
So you
Um,
there. Oh, and I know someone who used to live in Piedmont. So
yeah. But then there was one day, um, he's, I was, I asked him about this game that was on his desk called Metal Gear Solid 2, and I was like, what is this? And he's like, oh, you don't want to play that game, it's fucking stupid, you die so easily, and you don't even tranquilize your gun and shit, and it's stupid, because he was one of those actiony, Grand Theft Auto was the best game ever at the time. And keep in mind that we were both around the ages of 8 and 9, so he didn't really understand the nuances of stealth gaming.
yeah.
But that was, and I didn't have a PS. I only had a PS1. And I remember, and then about 2 days after that, me and my mom were in a Target, and I see the greatest hits version of Metal Gear Solid 1. I was like, Metal Gear. Oh, that's the game my friend has, and I was like, can I get this? And she's like, it was only $20. So she's like, well, I was like, oh, okay. And I remember when we brought that up to the counter, the lady was giving my mom so much shit about it because it's rated M. But and I played that, and I never beat it. I think the part that I stopped at. Oh, I remember the part that I couldn't progress was because it was right after the torture sequence.
Oh jeez.
And you had to go through all three of those. You had to go through all the areas with the changing key card thing.
Yeah.
And I had saved when I didn't have any rations. And my health was at one minuscule.
Oh jeez.
So
So you would have had to start over anyway.
Yeah, and I was just like, eh. But then I got MGS2 and I beat that. And I remember my brain was like, what's happening? Because I could not process anything in that story. And I was 11 or 12 years old.
I was about to say the only way that entire series makes sense is if you beat Metal Gear Solid 4 and you install the Metal Gear Solid database and you get all the data from that, just so that way all the correlations make sense.
Yeah.
It's the only way to make sense of that bloody series, because otherwise it doesn't.
I understand some of it,
Yes, Raider Rich Kitty.
Not through the narrative, I mean. You have to have the database to understand it.
Yeah, I've spent on many wikis reading up about that game.
Well, I mean, you have a PS3. Have you downloaded the Metal Gear Solid database?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so yeah, you understand the pain that I went through as well.
Yeah.
MGS4, I've noticed that the way Kojima writes, or at least the way the writing team writes, I don't know if he actually does the writing.
Mm-hmm.
The way the game plays and the way he explains stuff, he doesn't do it any other way. Kojima, see, here's the thing. I think he's embraced Metal Gear again, so I think he's kind of okay with it. But the thing about Metal Gear in particular, for him, is that he's done other games, but people only know him for Metal Gear. I'm really glad that he's spearheading the Fox engine, because it will give the Japanese an option. He's done Zone of Enders, but there is a game that I would love. There are two games that he's done that I would, and I know what I'm talking about.
So
That I think he. Hey, oi!
Sorry.
And I lost my train of thought. I knew what I was talking about.
Damn it,
Because the Fox engine. Because the Fox engine is something for that they're doing with what is it they're calling it, Ground Zero or whatever, Ground Zeroes. It's the new Metal Gear that they announced at PAX.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5.
5, yeah.
Basically.
No. It's not lead into 5. This is supposed to be lead into 5 or something like that. It's not MGS 5, but the Fox engine is supposed to be a bunch of things. It's supposed to be an engine tool. It's supposed to be like the Japanese equivalent of the Unreal Engine. Okay, so I think that would be a good idea for Japan to give them something to futz with, so then because they may begrudgingly use the Unreal Engine, they'll go for the Fox engine. It's native to the land, and it's done by a guy that people know. It's being spearheaded by a guy that people know. They don't care about Cliffy B in Japan.
Yeah.
I don't care about Kojima. And the two games that I want to see done under the Fox engine are, one was mentioned in chat, Police Knots, and the other one is Snatcher.
Snatcher.
That Sega CD classic.
And I would love to see both of those games. Hang on just a minute, I'll be back.
How do you defeat a ninja? By dancing.
Dancing.
So is it okay if I play that podcast thing?
No.
Or
Yes, of course.
yes?
Well, that's up to Reese. You play a podcast.
How long is it?
The segment, it's just the segment that I want to play. It's probably about like
Okay.
5 minutes.
If it's just a segment, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm not playing the whole hour and a half long thing, no.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So we have one more letter, if you guys are ready to move on.
Sure.
It's from Dominic Rupert, who actually delivered this letter in person, not to me, but to Mike Nelson.
Oh, really?
Yes, I guess he didn't want to spend the money on a stamp and he was in town, so he just dropped it off. And he says, he has a little story to tell. He says, in 1999, at the age of 7, he was introduced to a quote-unquote place of awe and wonder called the Metreon. Okay.
Oh.
Scott and Jose can talk about the Metreon. I only just moved to the Bay Area in June, so can you guys explain to me what the Metreon is? I mean, I sort of know, but for the sake of listeners.
Start. I think that the halcyon days of the Metreon kind of passed. Isn't it being renovated still?
It
Did they finish
is. Yeah,
that?
they took out all the cool stuff.
Well, they took out the walk of game, I think. Didn't
Yeah,
they?
I got to check. I don't know if they've taken it out yet, but it's going to.
It was part of what was being renovated. I was going to maybe walk around the back of that thing, see if maybe Miyamoto's stars like lying by the dumpsters.
Yeah. It was basically like a walk of fame for video games. I mean, Halo was in there.
Yeah.
It shocked me because the Metreon is more affiliated with sort of
Yeah,
Sony.
back
than
it up
is
just a
anything
little bit.
else.
The Metreon is a Sony-owned building, correct?
Yeah, at least it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
Sort of
still
like
is.
a
Is it?
mall type setting. Yeah.
It's just a big mall. It's
Yeah.
got a movie theater and a Sony store, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore. Sony store's gone too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, the Sony store and the PlayStation store were the highlights, I would say, at one point.
There was an arcade up top, but
That's right, too.
It was mostly crap.
And
I
that
think there was a
arcade
Games
went through,
Workshop
like,
in there too.
multiple renovations. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd seen it a couple of times before. I think now there is no arcade there. It's just a movie theater all the way upstairs.
Yeah.
But it was a cool surprise, like moving here. I got here in like 2007, and I had heard there was a Sony PlayStation store. And granted, in New York we have sort of a Sony store too, but they didn't, I guess, call it the PlayStation store. And it was really cool. Although I don't know, I felt like the place was just not that well designed or well thought out. I don't know.
It was a logistical kind of clusterfuck, honestly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like they should. I would have expected them to kind of appreciate more of like the sort of title Sony puts out, maybe like original apparel, things like that. Like do it the way the Nintendo World Store does in New York, which gets a ton of visitors.
I've never been there, but it looks
I've been there,
amazing.
It's awesome. First floor, though, you have to be careful. Or second floor, you have to be careful because the Wii demo stations are all out in public. You won't buy something that swing at you. Yeah,
What are
possibly.
they talking about, Nintendo World?
Goes on with his letter, and he says that he spent 5 consecutive birthdays here, 2000 to 2005. always picking up a new game in the PlayStation Store. He says, every time I would visit past 2005, there would always be another store missing, another attraction gone. Every year something from my childhood would disappear,
Yeah.
with the last thing going away being the place I loved most, the PlayStation Store. And he visited it recently, and he looked at the shutter doors of the places he loved to visit, and he said,
Zero.
I in front of the PlayStation Store, and a single tear ran down my face.
Yeah.
Wait, he's not done. One second.
Sorry.
Now I'm in college, going to AAU, and I'm furious at what they're making the Metreon into. A fucking Target. Fuck you, Westfield, says Dominic. And you know what? I just thought this was a great metaphor for America. It used to be a place full of awe and wonder, now it's just a giant Target.
Yeah, pretty much.
There you go.
There was a comic shop on the second floor.
No cat.
And yeah, I remember when the PlayStation Store got announced, when it was announced the PlayStation Store was closing, I ran and I took a picture of the front just for some weird reason. I don't even know why I did that. But yeah, I couldn't believe they closed it down. It was the only like West Coast location I think they had of that store anyway. Like you think they would turn it into a big tourist spot or something.
When did he say it closed down?
2009, I want to say.
Okay, was this around the time when things were looking bad for Sony? I know the PS3 eventually picked back up, but there were
some tight times.
Yeah.
They were well under their projections.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. And not just on the video game front, but maybe on the consumer like products like situation in general, like computers and whatnot. They just weren't selling as well as they had.
Okay.
So I think that kind of led to a lot of that. I don't remember specifics, but
I'm just trying to wrap my brain around the fact that there's a college-age kid who has childhood memories of the Metreon, and that's just sort of a get off my lawn moment.
Yeah, I mean, super old, but in 1999 it was not 7.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Dominic, this is just a part of the aging process where things you used to remember and love are slowly disappearing and fading away and dying. So
you have to find new stuff to care about.
Yeah, it's all part of the circle of life, Dominic, and we wish it.
I miss that place.
But I totally understand where they're coming from, because the PS3 wasn't the only thing that was failing.
Yeah.
I think the PSP was also not doing that great.
Well, PSP never really did that well. Like, it wasn't a DS.
No.
And this was also the fourth year of it being out. PlayStation Store, though, that was an awesome place. I remember I don't know where it is, but I still have
Oh no, you're right. Stop, Sven.
the one piece of clothing that I've kept and still wear, which is my Sly Cooper beanie.
Oh. Man, that sucks, dude.
No, because let's see here, what was it? It was, the PS3 was doing bad.
Yeah.
But also, their TV division was getting slammed.
Really?
Weren't they trying to push the 3D?
No, that's
No.
not so recently.
They were pushing the
This-
UMD.
And also, this was prior to Avatar, so
I thought that was Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray is one of the few things that Sony has gotten
Absolutely.
sort of right.
Well, actually, Sony has been pretty much the either the backer or the creator of like some of the more successful.
Sony is the creator of Blu-ray.
Yeah, but they also were one of the key people in the creation of compact discs. And
Well,
also,
yeah.
and also DVDs.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. They have but it wasn't really their thing. They were part of the consortiums. They had input, but it wasn't their thing. It's different with Blu-ray.
Let me kind of want to check that.
Oh no, too late.
What?
If you fight robot dancing.
Well, No, back then.
That whole 3D thing was a flop. I don't even see 3D in stores anymore.
Mhm.
Last time I visited Best Buy, there were no 3D televisions.
I still do want that the PlayStation TV that they have.
That's a
The,
good
t-
one.
the TV or the display?
What do you mean?
Like they had a built-in.
They had a TV with a PS2 in it.
No,
Yeah.
no. That's not what I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about it's a 3D TV. It's a budget price 3D TV that also has a neat little feature where
The dual display thing, right?
yeah, where you
Player one, player two, same screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at one right now
Mm.
because I have one.
Wasn't that called a PSX? Like not
No,
the
no, no, no,
PS1?
no, 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 no. I've actually seen a PSX.
Oh
I
yeah,
was in
that's-
Japan. I was in Japan to see it, but I actually saw one because they actually have a Sony museum over there.
Wow.
The Angela, just to tell you, the way to beat the boss in every single Mega Man game, to beat Dr. Wily, the last boss in every single game, is to get the most useless weapon and use it on him because he's weakest against it. It's never failed, ever.
Well, the search snakes, I have to be honest. I used the search snakes against the giant robot as well, but I learned about the top spin.
Yeah.
I never thought of it.
Yeah, yeah. Again, it's the most useless weapon possible, and
What was the
that's
Mega
what
Man
you
1
use to
equivalent?
that's what you use to beat the final boss.
What was the Mega Man 1 equivalent?
I don't remember.
Because I know.
But anyways,
Because
gentlemen,
I won with the fire wheel.
gentlemen, I have
bed.
to. Yeah, I have to go to bed, and I'll probably be popping over to another, to the rain thing they got going on.
Yeah,
And just
I'll
fall
probably
asleep.
finish this tomorrow afternoon after I've gotten a little bit of sleep because in a short while I'm gonna be taking off to go get some plasma.
Plasma.
To go get some plasma.
Give plasma.
Oh, give plasma.
Oh, you're gonna give double. You're gonna give the what you call it to the Alex machine or whatever. No, that's a different thing.
No, it's where they take out your blood and filter out the plasma and pump the blood back into your body, and then they pay you $25.